again.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Vampire Diaries After Show here on the stream.tv. We missed you guys, I guess. It was just a week. I missed you, even though it's only been a week. But I am just so excited because Ian and Nikki had a beautiful wedding this weekend in Santa Monica. Because I was there. No, I'm just kidding. I wish I was there.
I was
stalking in the bushes, like taking pictures. I'm just kidding. I really wasn't. But you know, I'm happy for them. They looked happy. So we'll just be happy for them. And if you're not happy,
or secretly really jealous,
of course. All right,
sure, there's more of those.
I'm your host, Meghan Lamontagne, joined by my Vampirelicious co-hosts, Jessica Hickam,
Hello.
Melinda Hale, Rachel Rowland. All right, so she took the cure. It literally
bombshell.
That came out of nowhere. I was just like watching it.
Well, not exactly
I was like, wait,
nowhere.
What?
I mean, she just took it like a shot, though.
That quick.
She just took it like a shot. Like,
He like got in her mind, showed her the beautiful house, and she's like, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some French fries and then take the cure. French fries and the cure, they go really well together.
Yeah, it was really
I guess
quick.
they had to do it because there's only 2 episodes left before
Right.
she leaves, so they kind of have to like set up her storyline. But I would think I was expecting the cure like the last episode or something.
Totally. I totally thought it was going to be a finale thing.
Yeah, at least at the end of an episode, like there was 30 minutes left
That's what Jessica
before
said. It was like, there's still 30 minutes left.
30 minutes.
It was very surprising.
It was so action-packed tonight, which was, I loved tonight's episode. I could not get enough of like all that was happening, so many twists and turns. And I think it was so good that they did it a couple episodes before because now we just have no idea where the finale is going.
No, exactly. And the fact that all of her memories came back and she remembered everything, and I just sort of felt my Elena Damon love, like how I felt when they were first falling in love. I felt it all come back.
The
it
flashbacks
was so good,
were
really
awesome.
sentimental.
And it was good that they had the action in there to kind of balance it out, so it wasn't too corny. You were
Right,
just like,
where it's just like all flooded with memories.
Right,
And you're like, this
as
is kind
she's
of
running
cliche.
away from Lily, it
Yeah.
was just perfect.
It was perfect. So this brings up a whole nother can of worms. So she has the cure. And then she brought to Damon's attention, she's like, I remember you saying that being human is the last thing that you wanted. Do we think Damon's gonna remember how he felt, or do you really think his love for Elena is going to just be like, no, listen, I'm gonna take this cure. I'm gonna drain your blood.
I don't think so, because remember when he was talking to Alaric, he was just kind of like, I'm lying to myself that he told him. He was like, I wasn't really planning on taking the cure. Because remember he was saying that conversation where he was like, I don't know, I just blurted it out.
Right. And but he
then
seemed like
they
he
had
had planned that whole night.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
whole conversation where he's like, I'm in this with you, like we're gonna do this. I don't
But let's be
know.
truthful, ladies. How much does the truth come out when you're with your buddies? When we're with our
true.
girlfriends. And we're like,
Yeah.
actually, I do feel like this, even though you told the guy that you're
Right.
like, I didn't mind you.
But he admitted to her that it was a little bit of both. Like, he does want to be with her, but he does still want to be a vampire, you know?
Right.
He told her that it was a little bit of both,
Okay, but
so who knows?
Here's my caveat. Can't he just give her a couple kids and then become a vampire again? Do we know? We never really figured
Like
out
if
if
he
it
drank
works like
Stefan's
that.
blood and then,
yeah,
like,
can
died
he
again?
become a vampire again?
I mean, I don't see, who knows?
Let's look at our history buff.
Yeah.
What is the history of
I
that?
have
Can you
no
become
idea,
a vampire
because it's
again?
never happened before.
Either
So-
way, something needs to happen with this. It just can't end with Elena now being human and then, all is good. Like, someone needs to drink the blood. But could you imagine if it wasn't Damon? Who else could it be? You know,
Maybe
could
Caroline.
someone else do it? Could Caroline do it?
No.
Well, then but it could just like get passed around, like so Caroline could drink it and then Damon could drink from her. I mean, couldn't they all just
Yeah,
drink
they
from
could
each
just
other?
continue. It could continue.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really don't think that Damon is gonna drink.
I
and
feel
take the cure. I don't think
disappointed
he's
that we
going to.
know that he's coming back next season for the fact that we kind
Yeah.
of know he's still going to be a vampire. So something's going to happen.
Or we don't. We don't. I mean, I can't imagine Damon being a human all of next season, but we
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know. He
I don't
could
know.
be.
I just think like that caveat's in there so we know
Right.
something's going to happen.
Of course.
I like
where
that
he's-
word you're using.
I know, she keeps like
She
throwing
keeps
it
saying
out.
caveat. I'm
Never heard that word.
caveats.
No. Have I been using it a lot? Apparently it's like on my mind tonight. I don't know.
It's a
I
good
do.
word. It's a good
It's
choice.
a good word.
Nice little
Good choice.
buzzword for you there, everyone.
When would be appropriate to use it? Like when
well,
do I
it's
say
like
it?
an
Am I gonna be like-
exception.
Yeah.
So
like an extra little side note. Type
Okay, I'll
thing, yeah.
try to add it further in this after show and see if it works out and makes sense.
We'll tell you.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so then the story focused a lot on Lily tonight, which I love because you know she's for right now the villain, kind of the villain, but she's not a villain. She almost like hates being the villain, but she is. Ripper status again tonight, and it got really emotional between her and Stefan, and my heart breaks for Stefan because he just wants his mama, you know, and I think she's almost there with him, like looking into his eyes and being able to tell whether he's lying or not, but then it always comes back to her witch vamps. Witch vamps. So,
and
now,
I think the Ripper status takes over.
And
like every
takes
time
over.
he has like a sentimental moment with her, she like goes in for the kill.
Yeah.
Like every
she
time he's
does.
having a moment, she's like trying to stab him or break his neck.
Right.
Absolutely. So now she's locked up. And I said to Jessica, I was like, oh wow, I kind of missed that dungeon.
Right.
We hadn't seen that in a few
It's like the rehab for vampires.
Yes. But and then Enzo and Stefan had a moment where they were almost fighting over her, like who's gonna watch her. Enzo's like, I got it, and Stefan's like, no, I'll take it from here.
Because they hate each other.
Right.
I know. But so with Mama Salvatore, where's this going? Well, I was going to say something else, but I want to talk about it at the last topic, but we can bring it up now about Kai.
Oh my God.
I was like, where are you going?
So excited.
I'm so excited. I was saving it for the last topic, but it kind of goes into this topic as well because, you know.
She makes this threat that she's like, I'm getting my family back regardless. And Kai's like, we got to get out of here.
Exactly.
But more evil than that.
With his little grin at the end. Oh my
Sorry, we
goodness.
have to pause for just a second. Hold all these Kai thoughts. Someone just said on YouTube, back to the cure. I'm sorry, I've got to take it back really quickly because this is a good point. That Catherine, it was from Jason Membrano, I think is how you say it. But he said Catherine couldn't become a vampire again. Remember when she was dying? But I don't. I think that was because they didn't have the cure anymore. Silas had like sucked it out of her, right? Wasn't that the whole thing?
No, I could totally see. No, I think.
So I don't think
vampire back to human can't go back to vampire.
I don't think so either because Catherine died, and if she could have gone back to vampire, she would have.
She would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
so that's
sorry.
so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
So
Caveat. Okay, back to gushing about Kai because it's so worth
Stop
it.
saying caveat.
Caveat. Caveat.
Oh yeah, what? Stop trying to make caveat a word.
It's not going to happen.
Okay, now you guys got it in my mind though, and it's like in there.
I love it. It's
in
okay.
there. Okay, segue back to Kai.
Thank you. So, okay. I guess before we go to Kai, real quick, Lily attacked Bonnie. So Bonnie's kind of in, a situation right now.
She's always in a situation.
She's in a situation. She's always in a situation.
By that you mean her neck is
Her neck is just.
Can I just say, when Bonnie, she's like on this woman power thing right now. She's just like gets that look in her eye and she's like, leave. I'm like, yeah, girl. Yeah. She's just like pissed off, bitter, and she's owning it.
She's not having anything anymore.
which is kind of good. Like, I'm sick of her not being on the show, so
But then
when
she threw that thing at her neck, I was like, well, maybe is she gonna die because she hasn't
Yeah,
really
Melinda
been
was
around.
like, well, maybe it's time, and I was
I
like,
love Bonnie, but I do know, like, we all know that she's pursuing her music career. So, and she hasn't been on the season that much. So if she did die, I'd be like, that sucks, but good for Kat Graham for moving on if she wanted to do something.
Yeah, I feel like they would have to give her a really big death, though.
But I think her death
With how many times
or
that
her
girl's
leaving
died.
would make more sense than Elena leaving. Like,
Right.
I'm happy for Nina Dobrev. Like, move on, do your thing. But I think in the scope of the show, Bonnie's death makes more sense.
Yeah, completely.
And
From a
then-
writing perspective.
And then when Lily went after Elena, oh my gosh, we got so nervous because she was all of a sudden not a vampire anymore. But then you even said it.
Sorry, which took 5 seconds, by the way,
Wait, what?
for her to be a human.
Oh, yeah. Remember
how
because
quickly
Catherine
that
was
took?
like,
Well, she got beat up. They had that whole like girl fight thing.
Yeah,
so
she
I don't know.
shoved it in her mouth. We don't know how long it took for Catherine. But
Yeah.
for this, it seemed like she drank it, took a deep breath, and then was human
Like,
again.
poked herself.
Like, it was really bizarre.
she's like, let's check. Okay.
I want
Right.
to do it, guys. I'm human.
Yeah.
But we did see that Elena went back to her roots of just being a total badass. Like she was
Yeah.
always a
Fighter.
strong girl,
She's
and
always
you
a
even
fighter,
said that.
yeah.
You were like, she's a fighter, and I was happy to see that. So she's safe for the time being. But we did see Mama Salvatore when right after she hit or like cut Bonnie, she was going to do something to Joe, and then she said twins, and that was Joe is pregnant with twins, and that was a game changer because we were like, all right, well, she's having twins, what's going to happen now with the Gemini coven? And Joe is clearly very scared that her parents are going to find out and
And that
open the
Kai's
gates
gonna
for
come-
Kai
yeah,
to come back. So
Was anybody else getting like spin-off alert in their mind? I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna go off, have their little family. I
just don't think it'd be interesting.
And then the twins are gonna have their
Anything
own
with
spin-off.
Kai is interesting. How hot?
No,
I don't care. He could have his own
Alaric
show.
and Jo.
Oh,
If they
yeah.
had a spin-off, I don't think it'd be very interesting.
But Kai could come along. Maybe
I
he's
don't
like bring the
know.
cool uncle.
I don't know.
The cool uncle. Yeah, I doubt. I
don't
doubt
know.
Joe would let Kai anywhere near her babies.
The cool serial killer uncle, you know?
But you know what would be interesting? So, what if, because we've only seen twins as boy and girl, is it possible to have two of the same sex and still be able to?
I mean, it's still twins. I don't think it really makes a difference.
Okay,
But
yeah.
that's a good question because they have done the Gemini twins as like the boy and girl because it's that like yin and yang thing.
So what if she had two of the same sex? That would be pretty interesting. But do you think Alaric is going to keep to his word with Jo after the wedding? They're going to go off and do their own thing.
Oh, I think he was dead serious.
Yeah.
I think
They
since he's
need
come
to.
human again, he's just ready to be like, check out and have
But
their
that means
babies.
we're losing Elena, and then if they potentially go off and do their own thing, we're going to lose them.
And we're losing
Then what's
Tyler.
the
We don't
story?
know how he's going to leave.
Then what's the story?
I think they're going to
Tyler.
focus on these 4 random people of the family from the mom, Kai, and the brothers.
Okay,
I think it's going to be a smaller.
There's going to be like
and Bonnie.
Caroline.
Caroline
and
too.
Caroline. Stefan.
I miss Caroline this
and Matt,
episode.
Yeah,
he'll
she was out.
Still find a purpose.
Right.
somehow.
I know Matt. I just guys. I'm
He
so
will?
obsessed with Matt. I just love him so much.
Yeah.
Wait, you love Matt?
I know, secrets out, guys. I love Matt. But speaking of Kai, okay, what a big shock. That was probably my big shock. Oh my God, moment
Right.
of the
Because
night.
we're like, where the heck has he been? We miss him. Christopher was
And then he's got this like
amazing.
nice little stubble going on.
Oh my God,
That evil grin, I was just like,
he always
hello.
looks so different to me. He's like a
Right.
chameleon. When I see him, I'm like, who's that again?
Right, and I
wonder,
don't know
like,
who
it's Kai.
said it, but someone was like, I think he's their slave or something. Was it you that said it? Or who
Yeah.
said that?
I-
The way he
one
was
of
like
us
ringing the bell,
said it.
making this huge feast for them, and he
but
had
he
the
was-
bite marks on the neck.
But he was still his like cocky, confident self.
No, I know what I'm saying.
He has a
I'm saying,
plan.
what has he been doing with
Right.
that family?
Kai
He's
has a
clearly
plan.
been like working for them. You know, they've been feeding off of him because you saw the bite marks. He's making dinner for them. He's ringing the bell. Like something's going on. There's a weird relationship.
Well,
Right.
I thought that he can't be a full vampire.
No,
because
because he
there's
would've-
nobody to kill in that little in that realm. There's no one for him to kill to complete the transition.
complete-
But you saw
Absolutely.
bite marks.
But they've been feeding on him.
Gotcha.
Right.
He's still, I'm just so excited he's back. I'm so excited to see next week's episode because I honestly miss Kai and he's a really prominent, I was trying to add your word and I forgot what it was.
It doesn't not work in
doesn't
this
go there.
situation.
Abandon ship right there.
Okay, abandoned ship. But yeah, he's great. I'm really excited, and it's gonna turn into this entire cluster. And we only have 2 more episodes left before the finale is. So crazy stuff going on. We will be right back though to take all of your questions after this commercial break.
They're dying at our Mean Girls.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live. In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
This is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot! I literally cannot! You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
That the more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell them, go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little commercial there. And now on to your fan questions. Stop laughing at me, Melinda.
It's like hurricane. Wow.
Hurricane. Hold the phone, bro. Okay, girl, what do we got going on over in the Twitter universe?
So our first one comes from @lab_queen. She said, wouldn't Elena be in danger if she took the cure because Klaus could use her again to create hybrids?
Yeah. I mean,
I think Klaus has moved on from his hybrid war now.
Yeah, he's got his own show.
So much going on in the originals.
Although, for those of you who are current with the originals, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm just saying, like, he might need some hybrids going into this season.
I miss the whole
That's
doppelganger
it. That's all I've got.
though. I really do. Like, I just miss that whole storyline.
Oh, it was way overdone.
You think so?
Yeah. Like, how many hybrids can there possibly be in one?
I know when I saw Stefan was one, I was like, no, oh my god, you know, with Silas. But good question though.
And Elena are meant to be together because they're doppelgangers.
Anyway, it did bring
Give
them
it up,
together.
nah.
It did bring them together.
Okay. So @ChrisHawkins94 said, do you think Ian Somerhalder's real life fiance Nikki Reed will make a guest appearance on The Vampire Diaries in season 7? Well, now wifey. So.
Halder.
What?
I have to. It's Somerhalder.
What did you
What
say?
did I say? I thought I said that.
You said hold. You always say hold.
Okay, it's the East Coast accent, okay? I say my O's as like kind of like AZ.
No, but you don't say an ER ever. You just say Ian Somerhalder. It's Somerhalder.
Well, to be fair, in Boston.
Now we're attacking the way I speak.
In Boston,
it's his name.
In Boston, we don't pronounce our R's, so I guess you're right.
My dad's very like New England, so I might get it from my dad of that.
And it's Somerhalder. Yeah,
She's got an accent, people.
Do we think Nikki Reed?
Holder.
I mean, I'm sure Nikki Reed is going to be on set a lot anyways, just to be there. Do you think they'd throw her?
I think Nina Dobrev would throw it down.
No, but she's not going to be there, so she's going to be gone.
But
and
she'd
then
like call up Julie Plec and be like, "What are you doing?"
I don't think so.
I just don't think they need any new characters on Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
So I think that's
And
what
wouldn't
I
it be like a little close because she was the Twilight girl?
Yeah,
Like, she was in Twilight.
Yeah.
Maybe they shouldn't like overlap that.
It could be funny. Like, what if they added her just in the background, just for a one-liner?
That would
just
be
to be funny,
just like a
you know?
waitress or
and
something.
dressed up or as like her Twilight character.
Yeah,
That would be hilarious.
I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that.
That would be good.
That would be fun.
That would be good.
They shouldn't.
All right, what's our last one?
Okay, so our @Stereline asks, Caroline won't be in the next episode. Do you think Stefan will feel guilty? How long do you think it will take Stereline to happen? Good question. Soon.
Yeah, I think.
I'm hoping
I don't know
soon.
what I'm doing. I think this might start playing in a second. Sorry, guys. I'm just hitting buttons all over the place. I think that I really miss Caroline this episode, but I'm glad that they kind of gave her a break because she needed to go off and just sort of be on her own and get her thoughts together.
Right.
But Stefan being really sweet. I said to the girls when we were watching the episode, I was like, longest voicemail ever.
I know.
I'm notorious for leaving long voicemails.
If we did that, I know Megan and I have done that to each other, and then it like beeps, and you're like, did I finish it? Should I call back and do another one?
Right. It's so bad.
But he was really laying his heart on the line in that. And it's just a different kind of love. Like, we saw his love with Elena, and this is actually more humanized. It's taking more work, and they're going through a roller coaster of emotions. But I really think that it can't not happen.
Oh, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Like, I love it. I know some of you guys out there don't love it, but I mean, they're two good people that deserve to be together.
He just has to start actually going after her.
He
like,
does.
come on, be the Prince Charming. Like, every time she's like, I just need a minute. And we as women know that when we say that, it's like, come after me. And he's just like, okay.
Yeah, but just to tell them to go away.
No,
I liked that she wasn't in this episode. Like, I love her to death, missed her, can't wait for some more snarky Caroline, but it was like good to have a break from all of that drama.
Stefan was very much Prince Charming when he had his relationship with Elena, and it's definitely a different Stefan with Caroline.
I still think he's a Prince Charming because he's very caring, he's very loving. You know, he cares about nurturing the person, and I think you can see that.
There's just a wall he still has up that I'm not sure why.
Why?
Not that he doesn't love her. It's just there's something there, and I can't put my finger on it.
I think it's what you said. It's
like
the human fear because with Elena there was he originally found her because she looked like Catherine. They're doppelgangers, so they're naturally drawn to each other. This is an actual development of a real relationship starting from scratch. The boy likes girl, girl likes boy. Okay, how do you date? How do you figure this out? How do you express your feelings? So I think that's why it's kind of a scary thing because it's so real.
Right, and now things are going to be they're going to be on the mend just because Caroline's going to feel guilty. I'm sure Stefan feels guilty about everything that happened when they were both, their humanity was off. So we're going to see all that unfold in the next couple
Do you think we'll get it all in the next couple episodes?
We have to. I mean, I think that's why they had the cure taken this episode, because
they could focus on
probably
other
so much
things.
that's going to happen.
Well, this episode brought so much into play, like, that has been on the back burner for so long. I kind of feel like they're going to wrap up the whole Caroline grieving period, and now we're going to really see these heretics come into play.
Right.
So I just don't, there's just so much that has to happen.
I don't think the heretics are going to come into play until next season. I think it's going to end with them
like a cliffhanger of them.
Yeah,
perfect.
I don't think they're really going to be
excited.
Right now, I don't see like how bad they are, though, if that makes sense. Like, I know they're bad, but if they get like unleashed on humanity, what does that mean for Mystic Falls?
I don't think we're going to know that until next season.
Yeah,
I think that's what the
maybe.
entire season's going to be about, the way the Travelers had that whole season.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then we opened up with like the veil on Mystic Falls.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, we are very excited for next week. Things are really starting to get juicy, as always, on Vampire Diaries. And make sure you tweet us using the hashtag TVDAS. And a big shout out to Vampire Diaries Online. We love you. Thanks so much for always supporting. See you next week, guys.
Hey guys, for more Vampire Diaries After Show, make sure you hit that button and subscribe to thestream.tv.